Hello everybody, and today we have kinematics 3. In the earlier kinematics 1 and 2 we dealt with velocity, uniform acceleration, equation due to uniform velocity, equations due to uniform acceleration. Please go through those two videos and then you can come here. Now we have motion under gravity. We must remember that even in straight line motion we have positive and negative directions for velocity, acceleration and displacement. So if you take right hand side as positive and left hand side as negative, then we will check it, or upwards as positive and downwards as negative. What is motion under gravity? We know that there is a g. Acceleration due to gravity is called g. It is 9.8 meters per second per second. What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of acceleration due to gravity? Acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second. What's the meaning of that? Or g, it is also called g. Acceleration is g. The acceleration due to gravity is g. A is equal to g. And g value is 9.8, or let's say 9.8 meter per second, or meter per second square, meter per second. So this was calculated by Galileo in the history of physics. And if you really freely leave a body, in the first it is 0, u is equal to 0, and then after every second, if you check the instantaneous velocity at every second, it will be 9.8 first, then 19.6, 9.8 into 3. Suppose it's 10. So suppose we take g as 10, then initially it will be 0. After 1 second, it will be 10. After 2 seconds, it will be 20 velocity. After 3 seconds, it will be 30. So the velocities go on increasing. Okay. Now we have obviously 3 equations we can have. Body dropped from a height. So how will these equations change? U will be 0, obviously. There's no velocity initially. Final velocity will be v, displacement will be h, and t will be t. All will be positive. A will be plus g. A will be plus g. Why is a plus g? Because it is downward we are taking as positive. So v is equal to u plus at. U is 0, so v will become gt. And s is equal to ut plus half at square. S is h. H is equal to ut is 0 half gt square. V square minus u square is equal to 2a. That's the equation, right? So we saw in the last class. So v square, there's no u square, is equal to 2gh. So time of fall, t is equal to root of 2h by g. Time of fall, you can see it from equation 2. H is equal to half gt square. So t is equal to, you bring 2h by g, root of that. Velocity with which it reaches the ground is root of 2gh. Yes, v square is equal to 2gh, so v is equal to root of 2gh. So that is the equation. So what did we do here? We took the 3 equations. What are the 3 equations? V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square minus u square is equal to 2as. And in that, we substituted u is equal to 0, v is equal to v, s is equal to h, t is equal to t, and a is equal to g. That's how we substituted, and we got. Now when a body is thrown upwards, what happens? Upwards, we'll take upwards as positive, downwards as negative. We can take other way also. U is equal to u, v is equal to 0, because when it reaches the top, the velocity becomes 0. A is equal to minus g, because g is acting downward, and upward we have taken as positive. S is equal to minus h, so thrown upwards, so displacement is upwards is positive, displacement is positive, and t is equal to t. So when a body is thrown upwards, we take h as positive, because displacement is positive, because we have taken upwards as positive. So we have 0 is equal to u minus gt, h is equal to ut minus half gt square, and u square is equal to 2gh. So maximum height reached is equal to h is equal to u square by 2g. Maximum height is u square by 2g. And total time of ascent is equal to time of descent is equal to u by g. And total time in flight is double that. So please notice, total time of ascent we have got, time of descent also is the same, but total time will be double that. And now body projected from a tower of height h with velocity u. So equations, upward is positive, downward is negative. We get u, s is equal to minus h, height of the tower is displacement, t is equal to t, v is equal to minus v, and g is equal to g. So you get u square minus v square is equal to 2gh. So velocity with which it reaches the ground is root of if you bring u square 2gh this side and take v2 that side, you will get root of u square plus 2g. What is the total time taken to reach the foot of the tower? So obviously it is time to reach the top and time of fall, right? So time to reach the top, we have already seen it is u by g plus root of u square plus 2gh by g. Root of u square plus 2gh by g. This is a fall and the first one is to reach the top. So all we are doing is applying and breaking into two parts. From the top of the tower till the top is time to reach the top. From that point till down it is other time. If you add those two times and apply the equations, we get this. So that completes the motions underground. Actually, this is not a separate topic. All we are doing here is the three fundamental kinematic equations. We are substituting A is equal to G, and we are checking whether U or V is 0. That's it. And we are checking the upward positive and downward negative. That's it. So we are applying the equations so you can understand the derivations, and then for these three broad categories you can remember the formulae, but you should know how the formulae has come, otherwise tricky questions will get confused, because they'll confuse you with some tricky questions which are not tricky at all if you know the formulae. Thank you.